Hello to you all that are going to be coming here, tuning in. I am live right now, and I'm going to give it some time for it to, like I usually do. If you hear, I'm going to give it time for other people to come into the live chat, the live feed. I'm going to make sure I get a hold of my own moderator to let them know that I am going live. But if you are here right now, the time is 7:54, and I most likely will start to kind of get into it around 8 o'clock, depending on how many people start to roll on in here. But again, I'm getting ready to let my generals know that I am live right now, and I might even make a phone call to one of our patrons to get her in on this. What's going on, Cody? Let me see. Let me let them know. What is going on, Ken Seltzler? Okay, I already got one of them in here. So, okay. You guys see what the name of this title is. And let me get something straight before I go into this, folks. The ones that follow this channel, what's going on, Jerome? The ones that follow this channel, you guys know. I don't even have to keep on saying it anymore. I made it clear. Sorry, I'm getting stuff that's coming in from folks that's showing me their different stuff. Anyway, I'm making it clear right now that what I'm getting ready to talk about, don't throw your politics in here on this, okay? Some stuff, I understand what y'all might say, what somebody else is doing, what this person is doing. But what I'm getting at is the common people that's out there on the streets right now that look just like me. They look just like you. And what I'm getting ready to say, I know a lot of people are not going to agree with it. It does not matter, because what I'm saying is this. I think it was Einstein that said, if you keep on doing the same thing over and over again and keep on getting the same result, that is insanity. So with that being said, if what we're seeing right now has something that's always been done in the past, and it end up reaping the same results, no change is going to happen. So we shouldn't be surprised by nothing happening once the stuff all dies down. But I will go on the record and saying this, and since this is being recorded, and I can probably go back a year after now and go back to this video and talk about this, there is something a little different about this, guys. Something is really, really different about this. I mean, there's this videos that you guys are sending me there's without a shadow of a doubt that there is some really, really strange stuff going on. What I'm saying is, I've seen the videos of people putting out brick pallets. I've seen the videos of non-black people spray painting on stuff and putting Black Lives Matter, and black people are confronting them. I've seen videos of black men having their arms linked together, keeping people from destroying the store. I've seen videos of black and white people together like this, protecting a police officer. I mean, so anyway, what I'm getting at is that this is a little different. Okay. This is starting to like this right here is almost like how COVID happened. You remember how they say COVID was here, then it spread to this country, spread to this country, spread to that country. Well, it seemed like hatred started in Minneapolis. And even though it started with a cop, look how many different states, look how many different cities are displaying hatred. No matter who the skin color is that's doing it. The moral of the story is hatred is being multiplied, just like COVID did. Hatred is being spread just like COVID did. Hatred almost have like the same type of thing like COVID did. If you get too close to somebody, you're going to spread it to them, and now they got it. So it seemed like if you get too close to somebody with hatred, it gets on you, and now you rolling with it. Now everybody just displaying this hatred. Anyway, so you see that the title of my video says, no justice, no peace. But in all reality, what is being displayed is, if I don't get revenge, then there won't be no peace. And revenge is not going to be the way that's going to solve this. I'm sorry. It's definitely not going to be the way to solve it. Yeah, you might say something like, what is it, something that's kind of getting people, it's getting people attention. Yeah, it's getting people attention just like the last riots have, or riots in the 60s, whatever like that, during Martin Luther King time. It's going to get their attention just like that. But when it all comes down to it, you say that with your mouth. Like in Christ's word, he talks about things regarding him. He said, with their mouths do they draw close to me, but their hearts is far from me. So all I'm seeing right now is a lot of mouths saying no justice, no peace. But deep down in your heart, do you really want that? Because if that's really what you want, your actions are showing me exactly what you claim that you want. Don't tell me that you're saying no justice, no peace, but then all I see is just revenge, malice, and hatred coming out. So anyway, what I'm saying it's all for is that, look, if you are a part of my channel and you love my reaction videos, and my reaction videos is all you love about what I do on here, then right now this might not be the place for you, because I said it over and over and over again. The ones that have been me before a while can vouch for me. I've had a video where I say, if you see this little black thing right here, this is going to give you to the other channel. And I've also said in a lot of my videos, make sure you check out my other material. I have gained like 1,500 subscribers in the course of 2 days. All of these people said, dude, I did not know that you did stuff like this on your channel. I thought all of what it was a reaction channel. And I'm like, I'm not commenting back no more, telling nobody how many times I done said, go on my channel, check out my other material. I do other things besides reaction videos. Then somebody said, hey man, can you just go back to only doing the reaction videos and do music? You know, you kind of got away from the music. I'm like, music wasn't the only thing that was this channel. And also, since this person has said it, I'm like, you know, there's over 2,000 videos of reactions that I've done. So go start way back from video number 1. And I doubt you've seen them all. Yeah. Y'all. Can y'all believe that's like 2,000 only reaction videos? Now, love doing both of them. I love doing what I'm doing right here, right now. But again, to the ones that's out there right now, I'm going to keep pushing the message because people are not seeing no positivity. I am loving the videos that you guys are giving me the links to. They're showing people together. They're showing people united. And look, I told you, I always go on the search for truth. I just want to, I was on Instagram. I don't have a big Instagram following, but I was on Instagram and I was showing people all the positive videos we've seen. There's police officers that are marching with the people and protesting with the people that's not being shown on the news. At least I haven't heard nobody see me or nobody heard saying nothing to me about. Nobody showed me a link. Nobody's showing the videos of all these people, black, white, Asian, all of them are together and silently got their hands out with their hands up like this. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. What needs to really, really be pushed here is that it's all of us. This is not no Black Lives Matter. This is not no White Lives Matter. This is all of us coming together for the injustice to the human race by the police department. That's what it needs to be about. We're not trying to sit here. Well, some folks are, but me personally, and on my channel, what I do, quit trying to make this a black thing. It is a people thing. I got video. I swear these links that you guys are giving me, let me post these up there. YouTube probably ain't gonna let it stay up there. I will show videos of white people getting the crap beat out of them 5 days ago, 3 days ago, 2 days ago, yesterday. I will show videos that people have been sending me links on of different things going on in these different cities that folks have recorded with their phones that they're showing me that's not making the news right now of what police are doing. Now, again, I want to make this crystal clear as possible. All police officers are not bad. Before all this stuff hit, there were police officers that were defending the Constitution. They were getting suspended from their jobs because they were defending people's rights to go out and be amongst the public and all this social distancing stuff that they all were pushing. Police officers have lost their job. I've seen police officers that spoke out and said things like, I'm not going to impede on nobody's Constitution. These folks got the freedom to do whenever, you know, and these police officers have lost their job. That's before all this Minneapolis stuff happened. So no, all police officers are not bad. So again, to me, to be honest with you, it's kind of messed up that you getting a lot. I'm just saying, I mean, hey, if this video makes it to some of these celebrities right there, I'm just flat out being real. You know good and darn well this is not just a black and white issue. This is not just a black people and police brutality issue. This is a police and human being brutality issue, plain and simple. Yes, I'm sorry that it happened to one of our own kind, our black brother, Mr. Floyd. But if you are in Christ and you part of this body, and if you are a human being, he was all y'all brothers. He was all of our brothers, plain and simple. So with that being said, why are we only having black celebrities, black NBA players all come forth and all they're doing is talking about how this is wrong on black people? This is wrong on people, period. Why aren't they saying it so everybody can kind of get the same thing? Because guess what? I'm being real with y'all. I got a lot of white friends who spoke to me and called me and told me, yes, it made them a little offended. Like, man, how come they saying, you know, they only saying something about black people like this don't happen to us? Because it do happen to y'all. But if y'all dare, if a white person dare say something like it happened to white people too, well, it don't happen to y'all like it do. No, don't even do that. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Police kill way more white people. Police kill way more white people than they do black people. But black people get more clout on TV getting killed than white people do. Plain and simple. And if you want to get mad and come at me with your emotions and all that, no, you just don't know. You just know. You send me some facts and show me some videos like these people have been sending me in, then I'll roll with it. But otherwise, statistics don't say that. You can go in there right now and put on police killings in 2020 right now. You're going to see that black folks ain't got killed more than white folks have by the police. So anyway, what I'm saying is this. I'm so glad that a lot of people took to the streets, united together, and did a peaceful protest. And they're tired of it. They're tired of the system. I'm glad that white people, black people, Asian people are all coming together and really coming at these police officers. And I'm not just talking about that. I'm not just talking about the one right now. What I'm saying right now, it ignited a flame underneath some police that may be corrupt right now as I speak. And all I'm saying is people coming for you now. And look, I'm just saying from the time that I've been alive, I know I read about it, but this is like one of the first times that I heard about them actually burning a police station down. I think 3 of them they did. They burned 3 of them down. This is the first time I heard about people trying. Man, people did some crazy things. People are attacking the firefighters that's trying to come there to put the fires out. People are attacking FedEx trucks and stuff. And FedEx truck, they across the river from over in St. Louis, there was a FedEx truck that the people started beating the window lane while the man was coming down real slow, and they start trying to steal. They start stealing stuff off the FedEx truck, and the man feared for his life, and he pulled off, and he dragged one person, and that person unfortunately lost their life. They wanted this, you know what I'm saying? So it's absolutely ridiculous, people. And the thing is this: if all of us get upset and all of us get mad and go after these people, and when I say go after, I'm talking about if you are black, white, whatever type of skill or trade you can add to helping this particular movement right now that's going on. And I'm not talking about Black Lives Matter. I'm not talking about that. This right here is something completely, let's call it the Renaissance movement now. But anyway, this is something completely different now. This ain't a Black Lives Matter, all lives matter. What? This is just human beings matter, period. And now if you got like a certain skill or trade, if you are a lawyer, if you can add any type of legal things behind this, whatever the case may be, to educate folks on this stuff about this, then by means go and help people as much as you can. Because guess what? Now, if there are corrupt police officers or whatever you want, now when I say corrupt police officers, I'm not talking white. I'm talking about all of them. I'm talking about all police officers. There are corrupt ones, wrong ones that have prejudice, whatever like that, ones that already been in trouble for having certain type of things on their job. Like this police officer been in trouble with his unit 6 times. How about we find out who these police officers are so we can prevent this right here from happening again? Again, like I told you, when I go and see my patients, my number one thing is preventative medicine. I'm trying to prevent you from getting the hypertension, prevent you from getting the disease, prevent you from getting these issues that you may have. Now, if there are police officers right now on the force right now that has disciplinary actions that have been taken against them already, those are ones we need to try to go and figure out and find out and make sure that these guys don't go beyond and do what this man did to Floyd. Plain and simple. If you are in your own city, your own town, I mean, is that something that we can do? I don't know. That's why I'm asking you guys that are listening right now. Lawyers, if you're listening right now, anybody, paralegals, anybody know anything about this? Is it possible for us to actually find out information at your local police precinct if there's any police officers that's been disciplined for things like roughing up somebody or excessive force? Is there any of them like that in your town? If so, we need to go and find out and demand to find out, just so we can make sure that if this particular find out where they patrol to make sure that this police is not out of line, because you're going to be have to held responsible for what you do. You're held at a higher level than what everybody else is. You're supposed to have proper training more than what everybody else is. You're supposed to be prepared for things like dealing with human beings as far as like them crimes and stuff like that they commit. So you held at a higher standard. Unfortunately, that's you, not me, is what I'm saying. But what I'm getting at is this: why can't we do that? How come can we? I mean, if any of y'all know that, it would be cool. You can leave it in the comment section. I really can't say or even address a lot of the comments that's flying in here right now, guys, because there's a lot of you guys saying a whole lot of things right now. So that's what I'm saying. If there is anything out there with police stations, police precincts, whatever like that, are we able to go in there? Are we able to go in there and find out what these officers have? Now, we don't need. I don't need to know the specifics of what this officer did. I just need to know, has he had disciplinary actions against him from this police precinct? And if so, we need to make sure that this person is getting the proper mental help to keep his temper or his actions at bay. That's what we need to do. So anyway, again, listen to this. It says no justice, no peace, but revenge, no peace. Revenge is not going to bring peace about it, and that's the wrong way of going about it. I know, like I said, there's going to be people that's going to. This is what I'm saying. This is another thing too. Somebody had the nerve to say, "Dude, you of all people, for one, look at that." I listen to him, even though that's like when people start off saying things like that, you like, I don't even want to hear what else you got to say. But anyway, they said, "Dude, you of all people." It was like, know your history, dude. This is nothing different. Look at the history, like the Boston Tea Party. I'm like, the Boston Tea Party? Yeah, the Boston Tea Party. So the Boston Tea Party, where they was getting mad because of taxation on the tea and all that, they put 2 or 3 ships over there from Britain, whatever like that, and folks like they sat there for I don't know how many days, 20 some odd days. They wouldn't, you not bringing this tea over here, the taxation, blah 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 blah. When all settled, that had nothing to do with black people. So don't sit there and give me the Boston Tea Party. They destroyed the stuff at the Boston Tea Party. They tore up stuff. So that's what people are doing. This ain't nothing about nobody taxing your town and your city and you paying way more ridiculous tax over some tea. That was about tea. That wasn't about a human being killing another human being, was it? No. So you got to come. You got when you say things like that, you got to come better than that, because then you have people all cheering. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like he said, they tore up stuff during the Boston Tea Party. Yeah. Listen to what you're saying right now. Do you even know what the Boston Tea Party was about? And do you even know what happened? It wasn't. Black folks weren't even included in no Boston Tea Party. Matter of fact, I think some from what I learned in college, some of the white people try to dress themselves up like Indians and all this stuff like that, just like what some of these fake folks are doing right now, coming in and acting like they're peaceful protesting. They're the ones that's starting the stuff. But yeah, that little slide right there I get. But at the same time, when that time was going on, black people were slaves. So I'm just saying, don't talk about no dang on Boston Tea Party and it had nothing to do with black people. No, don't do that. So that doesn't work that way. Nice try, though, is what I told him. So yeah, it was Jody Swanson. Yes, it was over taxes. Them putting all them taxes on, or taxing tea, whatever it is. They had nothing to do with no dang on them sitting there watching a man getting murdered out in the street and nobody did nothing. It had nothing to do with that. So anyway, I'm going to keep on repeating myself because I don't know when the person's going to come in on this. But if you are sitting there saying no justice, no peace, but all you are doing is inciting revenge, it's not going to be no peace. There's some weird stuff going on in this particular thing right here. Well, the fact that people are, now this is no lie, like I said, the fact that people are sending me video in, showing folks that ain't even a part of certain type of things, doing things, tearing stuff up, pallets of bricks being left behind, and you know what I'm saying? Like I said, and I told people, why isn't the world seeing this? Why isn't the world seeing a picture of that awesome picture showing a police officer and a black man hugging? You know, how come they're not showing police officers hugging black people? They're hugging white people. They're hugging police officers holding hands, going like this, walking down the street. They're not showing that. Why? They don't want to show that. They don't want to show what the name of this country is. That's what they don't want to show. They don't want to show United States of America. They want to keep on showing, oh, well, we can't get nowhere, the division. Oh, wow, race relations and I mean, well, look at this, the race relations, and look how terrible. They had to have T.I. and Killer Mike, some rappers. You know, don't take me. I'm not saying like some rappers. No, I'm saying some rappers that they know have influences on people in Atlanta come and try to speak out. You know what I mean? They had to have them come and speak out, trying to tell people, don't tear up Atlanta. And then T.I. called it Wakanda. I was like, what? So anyway, but Killer Mike made a really, really good speech on his approach in Atlanta. He even was like heartbroken so much the man was about to cry. But my point is, that's why I told you guys, I said it before. If you only talk and do a speech at a particular place, you leave those people motivated for about a good 3 weeks at the most. After that, it dies down. The person might return back to that mindset they've always had. You have to constantly be there, mentoring these people, constantly being there, coaching them along the way to get them completely out of that mindset. And the only way you know that they have been pushed out of that particular mindset is for stuff like this to happen, to see how you, black man, white woman, black woman, Asian man, Aussie woman, whoever's in the United States, whatever your race is, whatever it is, things like this is going to show whether your mindset has been changed or not, because your response is telling me everything. You can get out there and yell that it's wrong. You can get out there and say all that, but your actions is telling me your mind is somewhere else. Your mind states other words. Don't give me that excuse. No, we tired of this. We've been tired of it. It ain't just us. White folks tired of it too. Why you think they had an underground railroad? Why you think they had like the Republic and all that actually was the main thing that was the reason why the slaves got free? Folks got tired. No, they tired. White people are just as mad as black people. We have no degree of madness that we can say a white person is not as mad as I am that man died because he's black and I'm black, which means I matter that he died, and a white person can't relate because a white person is not black to be mad. No, a white person can be sickened to their stomach. They can be just as heated, just as ticked off as you are by seeing a man die before their face. Now, the number one question that came to me, and I asked the Lord, you heard me. I asked God, why is this one so different? Why is this so different from Trayvon Martin, Mike Brown? I forget. Don't you forgive me? Like I said, I don't watch news all the time. That one lady that got confiscated and she was dead in jail. Then the one boy, when they dragged him to the police van, his neck was broken. They looked like his neck was broken, whatever like that. I'm asking God, like, why is this one so different? Why is this catching so much heat? And God spoke right to me after that and said, because the whole world got to see it from the beginning to the end. We didn't get to see Mike Brown get shot and killed. You know what I'm saying? We didn't get to see Trayvon Martin get shot and killed. These major things that happen, we didn't get to see that. But what we got to see here is it happening. We got to see folks pleading. We got to see the man pleading for his life. That's what make it different. I hate to say it, but that man's death is not going to go without having a reward at the end, because guess what? White people, black people got to see it. I couldn't believe some of my friends, not friends, some of my followers from Japan showed me videos of them they protesting in Japan over this. Can y'all believe that? That's what I'm saying. This is really different. Over in Japan, they got people with signs out there saying no justice, no peace, and they're saying like all lives matter, and they're saying stop the police brutality. People over in Japan are doing that. So that's why I said this is a little different. It's really, really different when human beings get to sit there and see something from the beginning and the end of a person losing their life. That sparked something else a little different. And I know that the riots happen, they're tearing up stuff, but when all the riots and that stuff die down, it's still going to be the people there that didn't have nothing to do with the riots and the attacks that's going to still be sitting there ticked off saying, we ain't done yet. We're not done yet. So that's what makes this different. And I thank the Lord for that answer right there, because I didn't come up with that myself. He came up with that. The whole world got to see this man pass away before our eyes. So there is no excuse. There is no his word against this man's word, his this against that, this. You can't do that. You don't even have to talk. And you know, there's something that I forget who it was. He made a statement that said, preach the gospel wherever you go, and if necessary, speak. So what I mean by that, this camera showed everything. There didn't even have to be no words. There had, even though we heard him saying, man, he can't breathe. The camera showed it all from the beginning. They showed the beginning of the arrest. There was no resistance to the end of the arrest where the man's life was taken. So the whole world got to see this. The whole world got pricked. The whole world seen this wrongness. And again, you're hearing it from me. If you as a human being can look at that man losing his life, watching this man's last breaths be taken out of him, watching him actually leave this world for the only time, and you can sit there and say, well, he shouldn't have been, that is absolutely, I mean, some of y'all are ridiculous. I mean, some of you guys really need to question your thinking. Some of you guys left comments on my channel that I deleted, you saying, well, if he wasn't out there doing a crime, this never would have happened. How stupid of a remark can you say? And then again, you might be part of those little secret organizations, because we already know that on YouTube they got, I mean, I know that I didn't know if y'all knew this, they literally have paid trolls. They have paid trolls. It's a job. They got paid people to come in there just to stir up business. So I know some of these comments, these comments that's being left on my channel, I know these ain't from some folks, because I look at your page and you don't have no material on your channel. You don't have nothing on there. And then don't forget, YouTube lets us in on something. It'll let me know how long you've been subscribed. You've been subscribed for one day, and you jump on my channel and you say, well, if he wasn't out there committing the crime, this never would have happened. Black folks commit all the crime. I deleted your comment. I know what you're trying to do. It's not going to work. Sorry. It has nothing to do with that. My point is, I don't care. I've seen from the hood people that are murderers get handcuffed, taken down, put into the police vehicle, whatever like that. I've seen this happen. Now, it happened to white people. It happened to black people. I've seen it. I've seen a woman stab a man in the neck, whatever like that, because he was beating her, whatever. And the police was called, and they knew this. She stabbed her in the neck. They handcuffed the woman, questioned her. They put her in the back of although the man was sitting there laying dead in the front yard with a big knife in his neck. Seen that, okay? So my point is saying all that is this. No matter what it is, well, it does kind of matter. No matter what it is, what the crime is supposed to be, the police have a thing that they're supposed to do. If they can apprehend the person and they're not posing a threat, that's what they do. You don't kill them. So with that being said, no matter what it is, for you to say something like, well, if he wasn't out there committing a crime, he never would have lost his life. No. If that police officer did not have that evil in his heart, or those police officers at that time did not have that evil in their heart, did not have that pride in their heart, then the man wouldn't have lost his life. Plain and simple. So anyway, anybody got any questions you want to throw out there? I know I can't address a lot of y'all questions, anything like that. If you want to address a question to me, then if you want to address some questions to me, then what you need to do is make sure it says type out at Modern Renaissance Man, and it'll spell it out for you. Okay, let's see. CC channel, what is it that you're saying? Don't forget, if you're trying to say something to me, folks, make sure it says at Modern Renaissance Man. If you're on a phone or something, try to put MRM so I can at least see it. Put MRM in capital letters so I can see it. Eric J said, too many comments are missing the point. Violent chaos, justified or not, will be catalyzed in an increasingly cornered population. You said too many comments. Let me see, missing the point. Violent chaos, justified or not, will be catalyzed in an increasingly cornered population. Not when you have people in there starting it. But I get what you're saying, but no, what cornered population, what is that supposed to mean? Who's cornered? All of us? What I'm saying, don't just try to limit that to black people, because it's not. It all comes down to those individual police officers, man. MRM, thank you for speaking the truth, said Gregory Sotka. Appreciate that, sir. No, I don't, but I'm raised by police officers. Can I give another side? Because I've been put in jail by my bros. Martial law is coming. If martial law is coming, it's going to be for a short while, I think. Kit Kat, what's going on, Kit Kat? I'm white and I'm tired of this because I can hear this man crying for his life. I'm truly sorry. We are not all racist. There is a problem with the police brutality. That's absolutely right. That's what we need to make it about. We need to make it about the action that was caused there, which is police brutality. Racism amongst police officers may be a thing, but right now, at this point, the thing that needs to be checked amongst police officers is police brutality and excessive force. Rocky just said MRM, cool. Teresa said MRM. Diana, I'm always good. Just passing through at MRM. Comments do not post. Just passing through. It all depends on what you're saying. YouTube has a thing that they're flagging almost every day. Look, here's the thing. After I do a video or something like that, if you guys' comment don't post, YouTube usually put it over in the hell for review section, or they put it in I'm just telling you, they put it over in spam. If YouTube feels that you are saying something that you shouldn't be saying, they do it. A lot of people are thinking that I'm the one that's doing it. I'm not hiding y'all comments or deleting y'all comments for the record. I don't do that. I'm very open to people's own opinions, their own perspectives, or whatever like that. But if you get on here and say stuff like, dude, you were a stupid moron, then yeah, your comment ain't gonna make it. So that's kiddish. It's like you a kid getting mad. You ugly. Come on now. I thought you was beyond that. That stuff don't work. That's childish. CC channel, again, I don't know what it is that you are saying. But next time you come in, at least try to put MRM so I can see what it is that you're trying to say, because I don't know. Kit Kat said, we had a police officer who someone tried to shoot in the head last night in Cincinnati. Thankfully, his helmet stopped the bullet. It's crazy. See what I'm saying? These people about to take the dirt and take the heat for something that they didn't even do. Aiden says, MRM, I personally don't believe this was a race issue. It's all the media shows. I know, Aiden. I'm with you on that. I know. We know. For somebody that don't even watch the news, when y'all see me these clips in and it's showing certain things, I already know what people, I already know. When somebody, it's easy. It's like a stranger trying to lure you with candy. They're like, come here. I mean, this is like, the media is like Pennywise. I mean, there's lots of things to do down here. You'll float down here. You want a balloon? That's what they showing you, what they want to show you. It's purposely to lure you in. And the thing is, by seeing these different people's response to it, is letting you know that they're probably like, yes, we got them to do it. Yes. But then like them little secretive folks that's out there too. I mean, y'all, come on, a pile of bricks laying out there on the side of the sidewalk. That's crazy. And it looked like, I'm just being honest with y'all, it looked like two Caucasian girls. Let's just say white, since they weren't black. Let's just say white, because Asian people can look white. Their skin can be very fair. There were two white girls that were writing Black Lives Matter on I don't know if it was Chili's or whatever like that. And then the black people came and confronted them about it and was like, don't do that, because since y'all writing it up there, they're going to think that the black folks there. And the girl was like, well, Black lives do matter. They was like, we understand that, but we just want to show them that this is not us. We ain't doing this. We're not trying to tear this stuff up. This like 2 blocks away from where I live. I eat here all the time. Then them two white girls just went and disappeared within the crowd. Then the girl turned around like, see, this is what we talking about. So I'm glad that there are real people out there. And I pray and hope if y'all listen to this, y'all know any family or friends that live in any of these cities, if they can get whatever they can on video showing these truths. Please do it. And when they do, they can sit there and send a video to you. You can send it to my email because I want to try to get a compilation together of showing all these different good things that's going on and showing all these different sneaky things that's going on, because the news ain't going to show that. And all I know, I got a small channel, 100-some thousand, but imagine the ones that got like 1 million subscribers or anything like this. They can really push this stuff out there to get the world to see what's really behind that. Because like I said, now the difference now is my platform is now like a media outlet. You know, you can get the truth. There's not going to be no lies made up here. The ones been following me know I'm not going to be making up no crap, no stupid stuff. I'm going to be showing the truth. I don't have no narrative or no agenda to try to entice you with something like that. I just want you to be better. And if I get the truth, I want you to see the truth as well. And the truth is, what we saw before our eyes was a man die at the hands of police officers. That's what it is. They talking about we sick of this. Only black folks sick of this. No, white folks sick of it too. Asian. I mean, God, look at Japan. Japan is protesting peacefully. It's amazing. All right, Rocky Bayou, you have a good night. Okay, I'm trying to read some of y'all comments again. If you want me to see your comment, if you on a phone, at least try to put capital MRM and then say your message, whatever. And if you're on a computer, put the sign at and try to spell out modern, and it'll fill it in for you. Once it fill it in, hit enter, and then Rocky is Mountain Man. Oh, okay. Oh, now look, y'all keep changing y'all names up on me. Whoo. Chris Face said, I'm living in a town outside of Copenhagen, Denmark, population 30,000. There has just been 6 fires in my town that has never happened before. Strange. Yeah. I don't know anything. That's crazy. Diana, what do you say about having Sound of Silence and Man in the Mirror as examples as to show the right message? Diana, unfortunately, right now, nobody's gonna want to hear any of that right now. I'm just being real with you. I know what you're trying to say, but the thing is, in the era that we are in right now, the people that the folks that are my age, they're not want to see they ain't trying to hear that right now. Like I said, it's just like whenever you get in an argument, you're gonna have to wait till the anger, like right now, what's going on physically is gonna have to happen to people spiritually. Right now, there's fires going on. There's fires going on. There's nothing, you can't reason with nobody that's straight up angry, showing malice right now. You can't say nothing to them right now. You have to wait for the fire to die down to be able to try to talk some sense into them. But I'm talking about the ones that can have an influence on these, right? Like right now, people that's my age or younger, Michael Jackson, Man in the Mirror, they're gonna be like, they don't want to hear that. I'm just being real with you. They like, nah. But if you get somebody that's of this generation that they are heavily influenced by to try to talk to them and say, let's not do this, that's what's going to do it. I'm just being real with you. A lot of, music and all that stuff like that is great, but only if somebody is willing to listen to music. But right now, nobody's trying to listen to music. They just want to spew out their anger right now. So the thing is, what they need to be doing is trying to gather these folks together and let every person get up and spill out their anger. They need to get that energy that they're feeling right now, that hatred and the anger. They need to get it out. Come together and talk about it. You can yell and cuss and do all you want to get it out versus using that energy to go and destroy something. They're gonna have to get it out. Deborah said, MRM, that cop cut off Floyd's blood supply in his brain, and the action seemed to go deep into racism. There seemed to be a personal vendetta between the two men. Either way, it was wrong. Well, Deborah, again, there was more than one. That man was on his neck, but you also had another one on his back, which is the lungs too. So not only was the blood circulation being cut off to the brain, but the ability for the lungs to actually expand and the diaphragm and all that to allow the man to breathe, that was being cut off too. So it went. That's what I'm saying. I know. I tell people all the time. It was terrible. What you're seeing is the worst. The worst part that you're seeing is the man's knee and the man's neck. But also, what people are forgetting, like I said, from being in medicine, you compress somebody's chest on the ground. Think about it. He's on his stomach. I mean, he was laying on his stomach, right? You got all that weight on your back. The diaphragm is not going to be able to expand and also allow the lungs in order to expand and contract properly for the man to breathe. So you had two things going on. You had circulation being cut off and you had oxygen being cut off. So yeah, it's crazy. Ryan Holt said, did you get a chance to see Killer Mike's speech at Atlanta? Ryan Holt, you missed it. I talked about it earlier in this chat. So yeah. And people think this is about police brutality. It is about police brutality and excessive force. We're all sick of it, not just black people. I really dislike the continued rhetoric. Absolutely, Maxim. Absolutely. Okay, I missed somebody. Super chat. Sandra said, MRM, you are so right. Sandra W, I appreciate that donation right there, sis. I really do. Thank you for that, and God bless. Timothy Brinsmead said, I never saw a riot for Otto Ziem when he was baton tased and asphyxiated for holding a soda bottle threateningly. You won't either, because there's no oomph behind that. You know what I mean? There's no real story behind it. There's nothing that's gonna get. If we're so used to certain things happening that don't move us, it gets pushed over. But something like this, I hate to say it, y'all, I'm just being real with y'all. The media, when this video got out like this, the media was like, yes, we got something now. Thank God, because we knew that COVID was starting to die out. The next big thing. Earl said the entire country agreed the cop was in the wrong. He was quickly fired and charged with murder. What the heck else could they have done? Earl Garcia? Exactly. But the issue with it, Earl, is that nobody waited for all that to happen. They just responded. Stimulus. It's like the reflex thing. When the doctor hits you in your knee, it kicks out. That's what I'm saying. They know, come on, y'all. They know that there are certain type of people out there in the world that are just waiting for the opportunity for something like this to happen so they can just jump on it and get at it. They know that those people out there exist. That's why once one person got a hold of it, all kind of outlets jumped on top of it. Oh, this is terrible. Look at this. There was a white police officer putting his knee in the black man. You could have just said there's a police officer that put his knee in a man's neck that he was arresting, and that man died. But the minute, I'm telling you right now, a lot of folks don't hear that. All folks hear is black and white, black and police officer. Police officers ain't just against black people, they're against white people too. Well, they killing us. They killing white people too. 55%, in fact. Adam said, I've been here for a while, but it was like a dog been killed, but the media is controlling the mind. Makes me think of World War II by the bro, not racist. I don't know what you're talking about there. Okay, let's see here. Atheist said 3 people have died in the hands of protesters for the injustice of another man's death. What kind of sense does that make? It makes no sense. I told y'all, I said it last night. And no, for the ones that think I'm some type of dude, you prophesied. No, I didn't. I told you. I just put 2 and 2 together. If you got all these people that's tearing stuff up and all these people out protesting, that means criminals are out there. They're thinking, ooh, they leaving their homes. Ooh, I mean, come on. What do they think was going to happen? People, houses being broken into. You think they only stole TVs from Target? They targeted your house too. Peter Ali said, MRM, as a man who lives in the UK, I was sad and sickened to hear and see what was happening in your awesome country. I love your work, and this is so sad to see. Love you, brother. Peter, I appreciate that, sir. Diana said, really? People won't listen to those positive messages that mean the most. No, Diana, I'm talking about they're not. What I'm saying, it ain't that they won't listen to it. It's just that right now, in a state of anger, in a state of being like ticked off right now, nobody is trying to hear that. You ever been really, really ticked off and mad at somebody say to you, calm down? Because you ain't trying to hear that. You're going to get mad at the person that's telling you to calm down. So you just, all you can do is just say, hey, let's go. Hey, just sit down, just breathe. Just tell them, but don't tell them no other directions. I'm telling you, that's how it is. I was a person who was delivered, thank the Lord, from having a really, really psychotic, crazy temper. Yeah, I know y'all won't believe it, but yes, I was. And here's the thing. When you snap and that rage is there, don't tell me to calm down. Yeah, no, one of the best things you can do is just, hey, come here. Let them walk off. Hey, just stay right there. Just stay right there. Breathe. Just breathe. Okay. I'm not gonna say nothing else to you, but can you just do me a favor and don't move and just breathe? You gotta allow that. Because a lot of stuff is going on, man. Dopamine is being released and adrenaline is being released at the same time. You just feel like you just gotta do something. So that's what I'm saying. Let that stuff die down. But if I go and say, hey guys, let's just listen to this Michael Jackson, gonna make a change, and man in the mirror, you don't get that stupid stuff out of my face, man. They just kill me. That's what's gonna happen. I'm just telling you. That's exactly what's gonna happen. Okay, let's see here. I missed somebody else's super chat. I'm sorry. Let me try to find it. Okay, Ron Kanachi said, I can confirm with you most level-headed white people are tired of this. Some white liberals, mostly white liberals, I don't know, do want to use situations like this to toe up the country, tear the country, pretty much all the hate racism. Again, Ron, what I'm saying is this. Here's the thing. It's all going to come down to this, man. And I'm just telling y'all, I'm trying to get people to really see this. I really wish that a lot of us can get out of the mindset of thinking about conservative, liberals, Democratic, Republicans, whatever. I want the mindset to be you need to really think about what is driving these people to do these actions. Like I said, I don't know if you was here last night, Ron. No Republican or Democratic can make me make the choices that I make, whether I'm a police officer, a therapist, physician assistant, a doctor, a nurse, a lawyer, a CEO of a company. None of those people have anything to do with the decisions that I decide to make. None of them. You know what I'm trying to say? So that's why I say it's like I don't want it to be. In other words, personal responsibility is what I'm getting at. Personal responsibility. I don't care when I go to work. Yes, whatever my name tag says, that's what I am on my job. But I'm still a human being that got my own mind with my own thoughts, have my own agendas, might have my own flaws. So whoever side it is that I'm on has nothing to do with the decisions that I make to kill somebody, to harm somebody, to rape somebody, to rob somebody, to break into a store, to egg somebody's house. That has nothing to do with my decisions. It all comes down to you, and that's the whole trick of it. You think because you want somebody, I mean, this what's really sad about this is that I hate to say it. When I say you guys, I'm talking about the world system, whatever like that. I'm not talking about y'all who listen to me. I'm talking about the world system, YouTube, whatever. I don't know what side y'all on, whatever it is. You guys are really no different than the gangs that I grew up around. Bloods and Crips, red and blue. Democrats and Republicans, red and blue. Y'all got y'all colors. The GDs, the VLs, they got their colors. The Latin Kings got their colors. The Four Corner Hustlers got their colors. You guys all got y'all colors. Y'all got y'all philosophy. The gangs on the Bloods and Crips got their philosophies. Y'all all got y'all same type of thing going on. Y'all got y'all territories. They got their territories. Y'all got people that if they even wear the wrong color and they come around you on your territory, all of a sudden the fight about to break out. So it's crazy. You can sit there and talk about all these things, and that's why I say coming to ground zero. You can sit there and tell us about gangs and all this. Y'all ain't no different. How are you going to be some type of leader and trying to tell people what's right and what's wrong and all this when y'all are gangs? I'm just saying. Now that's what we talk about in the hood, and that's why people in the hood just be like, now when you hear all that, when I just told you that, that's why I told y'all I've been learning. I spent like 4 hours going through history, y'all, last night, learning about the Democratic Party and Republic. I did some history searching last night. But when you ask me and when you say to me, dude, you're the reason why things are wrong because you don't vote. Take a bunch of young black people in the hood like me. All we seeing is they're all doing that in politics, whatever you want to call it, that y'all doing the same thing that the thugs on the street doing. Like I said, again, you got your colors, red and blue, which is really ironic that, Bloods and Crips is red and blue. And then the Republican Democrats is red and blue. They got their philosophy. Y'all got y'all philosophy. They got their sides. Y'all got y'all sides. They got their head king concho who's over the gang. Y'all got y'all head king conchos over this particular party. It's the same exact thing. And don't say, yeah, but then those parties don't get violent, whatever like that. Yeah, okay. Anyway, I'm sorry. Let me go. I think there was another. Okay. All right, let me see something because I'm about to. If one of my, let's see. Okay, CC channel. Do me a favor, man. If you were in here, CC channel, hey, let's not do nothing about no violence. I understand that you will want to protect your stuff, but what I'm saying, if you get in here and you say things like, if somebody came and did X, Y, and Z, I'm going to put them in the body bag. See, that's what I'm saying. We trying to deter from all that. I know that, like I said, I know that you're mad. I know that you're upset, but what I'm saying is that we're trying to deter from all that. Yeah. Simply saying if somebody came to try to loot my house, I'm going to defend my family. I'm there with you, but no, let's not get too distinct. And my moderators are doing what they're supposed to be doing, and I back them up. They're doing the best that they can, trying to be fair and all that. But like I said, we're trying to keep this clean. We're trying to unite and come together. It's okay to defend your family, your home, and all that. That's completely fine. I'm with you. But let's not get real nasty or anything about it. Then don't be mean or saying things to the moderators like shut up, because the minute you do that, they just gonna shut you down. They're gonna put you out for 300 seconds. And if it keeps on going on, it's gonna end up happening to where you won't have no way to even be on this channel at all. So don't go down that road. Don't be mad at them. They are only doing what I'm telling them to do. So if you're going to be mad at somebody, you got to be mad at me, because I'm telling them to do that. They know exactly my thought process. They know exactly what I allow in this channel and what I don't. So I'm just letting you know that. So we can go on from there. No hate towards you, no meanness towards you or anything. So MRM, cops know what they did was cowardly abuse. Completely agreed. It was wrong. I agree. Prime TiVo. Jerry Owens, I love your show. Keep up the good work. Let's continue to pray for what's going on. We need to unite instead of divide. Absolutely. But the thing is, y'all, you have to understand, we can pray all day, but it needs to be actions. There needs to be actions. We need to be out there doing. When all this died down, we just got to make sure. I'm talking about the protest. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Not the protest. The rioting and the looting. Once all that stuff died down, that's what we need to be doing. Churches need to all get ready. Look, this is right now. Churches, this is what I'm talking about. This is why different denominations would ask me to come and speak at their churches, because I'm not a part of no denomination. Don't even call me non-denomination, because non-denomination is a denomination within itself. I don't even like to be classified as that. The reason why they ask you to come, because guess what? Now churches, everybody should be talking about uniting this country. If you are, I don't know where city or state or town you live in, but if they're opening churches back up, if all you're going to do when you go at the church is start talking about trying to push these tithes and offerings and give to the Lord and all stuff like that, instead of being worried about people and worried about folks uniting, then you need to close back up. Then close back up. You're supposed to be there to help people, not being there to try to help yourself, because we all know that people still can survive. People still can do well. People still can go on with their Christian lives without church, because COVID's proved that. MRM, I feel like the people, social media news are racist. The first thing you see in every situation is color trying to stir up. I get what you're saying, Adam. I wouldn't necessarily say that the news and media and outlets them are racist. I can just say that they're actually trying to push an agenda. They're being told by somebody to do it that way. I'm telling you. So I wouldn't necessarily say the ones there. Look, I think about this like in a military way. Sometimes in military, I'm just telling y'all from veterans I know of, I'm not going to mention their names. They told me that they did things that they knew they found out later was wrong. They felt wrong when they were told to do it, but they did it anyway because it was their mission to go and do it. Vietnam was one of them, but I'm just saying. Anyway, the media don't care about police killing white folks. David, I wouldn't say that they don't care, but I will say they don't show it as much as they show black folks getting killed by police officers. So I get what you're saying. The enemy is our worst enemy. Nancy Borden, I have to disagree with you to an extent. And this is why I say this. The media is not my enemy. I don't watch it. It only becomes, see, here's the thing. It only becomes your enemy because you tuned into it and then it got in you. See, my subscribers on here know that I don't even watch the stuff. Now, you say, how do I know? Because people will send me clips. But I don't have cable while I'm flipping through the channel watching all these news media outlets, because I know what it can do to you. I know how it can bring you down. I know how I can get into your system. I know I can get you. I know how it can get you to have this one-minded way. I know how I can get you to not think reasonably. That's why I don't do it. And the thing is, somebody like me, though, that's been around things a lot, if I understand what the enemy is doing, and if the enemy ends up getting me, knowing that I know what the enemy is doing, and I react to it like the enemy expected me to, that's my fault. That's why I let stuff just, when people say things, come into my channel trying to stir things up, get out, nope, let it fly off, and I move on just like that. So I get what you're saying, though, but I do understand what you're saying. Did you see the videos of cops shooting rubber bullets at the random people? The news team got shot, and while they were live, random woman was after grocery shopping. Oh, no, I haven't seen that. AgroLorex, I love you. MRM, I know the lag now. I'm sorry. Those writers don't care about Floyd. They just want to flee from flat screens. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Okay, I'm sorry. I think this. Y'all don't know. Okay, there we go. Michael Brewer. We need more light bringers to shine the light of truth of their actions. Absolutely. And that's called people pulling at their phones and showing it, man. Ron Kanachi said, agree. As brother in the Lord, we have free will, but the battle is in the mind. Fear is pushed on people 24/7, and the same hyper bias POV is heard from kindergarten through 12th, higher education, news, etc. This becomes someone's personal reality. And what it is that it actually becomes fake. And that's why I said the other day when I said your perception can become greater than reality. People can't even see things right, man. And the thing is, Ron, that's why I say when I say personal responsibility, I'm talking about even as parents. Hey, what did y'all learn at school today? Nuh-uh. Don't know. That's not right, son. That's not right, daughter. This is what actually it is. So I get what you're saying, Ron. I do. I mean, I get what you're saying. I know what you're saying is true, because that's why I was trying to figure out, even when we go to school, why are we learning about things that ain't got nothing to do with my life? They don't teach finance in school. They don't teach how to write a check. They don't even teach in cursive writing no more. They don't teach how to get a light bill turned on. You call that education. So anyway, that's a whole nother story, right? Whole nother breed right there, man. Colin said, I'm like you. I don't allow violence, inappropriate things, or racist things on my live stream. That was my 3 rules when I used to do live streams on you now. I hear you, Colin. Amen. Ty said, Primitivo Choppa. Primitivo. We're not a free country without media. I don't get what you're saying by that, McGill Cuddy. He said, Damon said this would be Floyd's legacy. What, violence? I mean, that's all people gonna remember. Floyd death, riots. Matter of fact, the riots are gonna override the importance of the man's death. Bill McKay said, MRM, disagree. I don't watch it, but it is affecting my life, whether I watch it or not, by the propaganda it pushes on society around me. Like what, Bill? When you say that it is affecting your life, how? That's what I want to know. If you live in Minneapolis and it's affecting your life by you're not able to go to the grocery store now or things like that, I get you. But when you say it like me, it's not affecting my life. It's not what I mean by that. It's not getting me into a depressive state where I'm just going down there. Oh my God, it's never gonna. And no. See, me and you, we see things differently. We see things completely different. I always look for an opportunity in things. What can I bring to the table that's going to help somebody out of this? But if all I can be is a person that just, oh man, you said, look, I told you I'm getting videos all the time, but it's not affecting me in a way that I'm just, oh my God, oh man, see, look at this world. Oh no. If you don't like the environment that you're living in, change it. If you know with all your heart and your mind and soul that you can't change the environment that you're in, then move somewhere else where that environment is, or move somewhere where you can go and create that environment. Because it all comes down to it. It's all right here, man. It is all right here. So if you're saying it's affecting you, it's getting you here, man. You have to be strong here. So that's what I'm getting at. I mean, I don't accept it. I get what's going on. Like I said, you feel it. It's terrible to see these things happening and all that. But to actually allow it to get in you and bring you down and all that, then that means they've done their job by getting you. So like I said, we have to agree to disagree. That's why I try to get people to see things differently, in a different light. Atheist, I don't know what you said, but your message got stopped or whatever like that. Remember, don't throw any type of okay, you threw politics stuff in there. That's why. So I'm just letting you know. Remember, we ain't trying to hear what this person did or that person did or whatever like that. So we just talking about this particular thing. I'm talking about, I want us to talk about this, like how we think and how we feel as a human being. Tell me what you feel. Tell me what you think about what's going on. Let me know how angry you are. Let me know how we should be coming together. That's the type of stuff we need to be doing in here right now. We don't need to be, well, if it wasn't for such and such them owning the oil over in Afghanistan, and then we talking about right now. We're talking about right now. We're talking about how right now we say no justice, no peace. We talking about the bitterness of people, and they're having a real vengeful heart is what's destroying things right now. But I do understand that. That's for another topic, though. Douglas McGregor, I appreciate that, sir. Appreciate that very much. David, that's right. Everywhere is the mission field, ripe for the picking. You absolutely right. I don't know about that, Karen. You said signs of the times. I don't know what that means. I know what you're trying to say about that, but I don't know. Media is biased, but there needs to be a choice so people have access to information. McGill Cuddy, that's what I'm saying. That's why I said I really urge a lot of people, if y'all know of any other channels that y'all watch, that y'all subscribe to, tell them that, show them this video or something like that. Have them also push the message out there too, because there needs to be people that's seeing the truth. There needs to be people that's seeing these videos of what's really going on. Not what media wants you to think is going on, but what's really going on. Man, there was a video. Okay. Oh, I don't know if y'all have any of you guys here seen the video with Killer Mike, because I saw it and the news reporter said 2 times in that video, she said Mr. Floyd being shot. You see what I'm saying? That's crazy. That she said he was shot. You can go in there and watch it right now. If you type in, I forget what it was, Killer Mike and T.I., and the lady that was covering it from her home said that Floyd was shot. 2 times she said that he was shot. I ain't saying that she said he got shot 2 times. I'm just saying 2 times within the interview, she said, the Floyd was shot. She went on and said where Floyd was shot. What? So it's like, did she even know what's going on? It was crazy. Anyway, what's going on, Deadwood? Again, just if you got thoughts, I think it'd just be easier for you to say what you think. Don't say the Democrats are doing this and the Republicans are doing this, and just tell me what you think. Just leave Democrat and Republic out of it and just let it be your words, and just tell me to go look it up. Philip Herrera, my days are always good, man. Always. Oh, okay, I got you, McGill Coulter said, that is why I said we are not a free country without free press and free media. Okay, I got you now. David Hunt said, we had a protest in Fort Payne today. Not a giant gathering, but voices were heard. Was going to be in the parking lot across from the PD. Owner said no. PD welcomed them on their property. That's awesome. That is awesome. Andrew said, I'm kind of rambling, but it baffles me how much positivity is out there that gets ignored. Andrew, I know. Nobody wants that, man. It doesn't sell. That's why it doesn't sell. Positivity doesn't get people worked up. It gets them worked down. That's what we need to do. Kit Kat said, MRM, just to make me sad, vengeance can cause an individual to destroy themselves if they allow it. Like you, I wish people would get up and do something constructive to push change forward. Yeah. Not only that, vengeance, you said vengeance destroy themselves, but look what else. It's destroying others as well. Their communities. Christy said, show me your friends and I will show you your future. Absolutely. Susan said, media manipulates everything. Propaganda for a cause. Unfortunately, they want Americans and America to fail. But you know what? Again, y'all, this is me. Even though media is doing what they're doing, you have to ask yourself, what is it that you are allowing the media to do to you? You get what I'm saying? So like the brother that I disagreed with earlier, that's what I'm saying. He said it affects him. That's what I'm saying. You allow that to affect you. I'm not talking about what happened. I'm not talking about that. People have been dying since the beginning of time, man. But my thing is, in this particular instance, this is a little different. This is different because you and the whole world, I mean, I know they telling me that preteens, kids as early as 10 years old, 11, 12, celebrities getting on there saying that their kids seeing this whole thing unfold on TV. It's a little different to see a person plead for their lives and die before your eyes. White kids, black kids sitting there like, well, daddy, how come the band didn't get off of his neck? See, some of these kids don't even know that some of these kids not even old enough to understand what a police officer is or what that man done. All they know is, why is the man not letting the man get up, daddy? Or why is he not letting them get up, mommy? Why won't the man get off the other man? The kids don't even know it's a police officer. They ain't saying, why isn't the white man getting up? They just see something going wrong and they know it's wrong and they don't like it and it hurts them to see it. That's what I'm talking about. Even the innocence of children understands wrong. This is a tragedy. It's even vengeance in some cases. No, it's vengeance, definitely. It's just people stealing and destroy property because they can. That's right, Sean. It's just opportunists, man. True, but you do know that. See, okay, may I share this with another YouTuber that is spreading the opposite message? Bernard, yeah. There should be nobody out there telling people to go out there and be violent. I think I seen something on the. I think I seen like if I was able to sit down and talk with that whoever that lady, I don't know if she was the mayor or whatever, but she got in there and she started yelling. She said, "We learned this from you. We did this because of you. We only learned how to be violent because of you." That might sound all good on paper, but no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Most of those, most especially, I'm just being real. If there were a lot of black folks, young black kids out there that was destroying things, and we know that one of the worst things that's happened amongst a lot of blacks is fatherlessness. 70, 75%, 74% of all blacks don't have fathers in the home. Well, that has nothing to do with. I'm talking about real fathers, real men that actually parent their children. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about no parents that's friends with their kids or scared to discipline their kids. I'm talking about real men being real fathers to their children. They wouldn't have their butts out there. Even though I don't live nowhere near these cities, I wish one of my sons would have came up to me and said, "Dad, can I go down there and protest?" Absolutely not. You stand your butt in this house. You ain't going nowhere. But Dad, I want to go there and peacefully protest. No, 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 no. See, you ain't really dealt with enough issues in your life to even have the mental capacity to go down there and do some peace, because once the crowd gets worked up, whatever like that, you might go ahead and flow along with it. I don't know if you got pure peer pressure out there to do something. And if you don't do something, they're gonna look at you and want to get mad at you because you're not doing what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. No, we're gonna talk about this in our homes, and then once the things die down, if you want to peacefully protest, I'll go with you. But in the heat of it right now, no, you stay in your butt at home. That's what I'm saying. Bill McKay, I think they kind of getting a little scared now. I'm not saying they're getting scared, but some of my videos that did get pulled, they put them back up. David Hunt said, "My son is a registered to carry individual, and I worry every day about the wrong pulling him over. Can't imagine having to worry about everyone that walks out the door." David, I mean, I'm just being real with you, David. I don't. I don't worry. My sons got their heads on straight. They know exactly what to do. They know exactly how to talk. They know exactly how to be. And no, I do understand the worry. But the thing is, I think what it is that, when you talk about these issues in your home and you really drive things home with your children and learn them to always think on their feet and let them know that what's going to happen in the time, your heart might be a little fast and all this, but the whole thing is you just be cool, be calm, collected, whatever like that. If you happen to get pulled over, anything like that, yeah, I got you. I understand what you're saying though, Dave. But for people to make me, I'm telling y'all right now, if there are white people out there listening to me right now, I don't care what LeBron James said or what a lot of other black celebrities said, because they are way more famous than I am. I don't care what any of them said. LeBron James is not scared to walk out of his door every day. I'm sorry, that's a lie. I am not scared to walk out of my door every single day. There is no fear of me looking around over my shoulders and anything like that, thinking that somebody's out to get me. That's a bunch of bull crap. I don't know why they even pushing that narrative like that. Black folks getting, they talking about, people said things like, "We watched the man getting lynched in front of our eyes." No, we did not. That man was not lynched. That man was arrested and had excessive force put on him, and he was wrongfully killed. Wasn't no dang on lynching. They make it seem like you seen a bunch of people with hoods on running after the man and start beating him, put a rope around his neck and yank him up in a tree and let everybody see it. That, come on now, that ain't no lynching. That's not lynching. The man just was done wrong. But I'm just saying, when they throw these words in there, all of a sudden, then I see young people jump on, "Man, they lynching us." Shut up. They ain't lynching nothing. Your butt in the house and shut up. Talking about they lynching us. Get out of here. They ain't lynching nobody. They doing police brutality, and they doing it to white people just like they doing it to black people. Plain and simple. Hey, MRM. Oh, he already said that. Okay. I saw some of the folks in Portland. I saw the same media folks from Antifa on the streets. Yeah, I heard about Donald Trump declared them to be like a he declared them to be like a terrorist group or something like that. But I don't know enough about that right now, Deadwood, y'all. So I'm not really even gonna get into it. I'm gonna have to look that stuff up more, because I've been doing. So I told you I've been doing some history, y'all. I like went back in time, like to Andrew Jackson starting the Democratic Party, and yeah, y'all shouldn't have told me to look at that stuff. I ain't gonna talk about it, but I'm just telling you, I've been doing my history lessons. Are you proud of me, Mom? I got an A. No. Diana said, MRN, why do we have to be worked up? I don't know what you mean by that, Diane. MRN, we need the Martin Luther Kings of today to rise up. David, I absolutely agree. Until toxicology comes back, no one knows if he was on drugs. If who was on drugs, the man that got killed, it don't matter if he smoked crack and robbed the store. It's the fact that we sat there and watched the man apprehended, and once the cuffs was on him, he was laying down. He was no more a threat. You know what I mean? He was no more a threat. I'm white, raised Native American, but I always watch my back in public. You always need some level of awareness no matter what. Giant mess, I have to disagree with you, man. The only reason why I say that is because that's fear, dude. If you ever lived in Chicago or like some city, even like Chicago, Decatur, Illinois, dude, the craziest of crime. You talking about watching your back. I would be having to watch my back and be on alert from my own people, not from no white people. Ain't no white people ever tried to do nothing to me. Ever. Except when somebody tried to ask us to get into their van one time to give us a ride one time. That's about it. He was crazy. He was a little pedophile. But other than that, no white people I've ever gone anywhere ever made me feel like they threatened me. That's crazy. It seems like it's always the opposite. I'm just being real. I walk down the street, y'all cross the street. I walk past y'all cars, y'all locking y'all doors. I'm just telling you the truth, man. There's been times where I just turn around the corner, somebody, then I'll joke around. I say, you got BMP? They're like, oh my, no, you scared me. I said, you got BMP? No, what is BMP? I said, black man phobia. So no, but I'll make a joke with him and all that. But no, I'm not scared of nothing. I'm not scared of all my friends and buddies that I know right now from junior high all the way to high school. We talk and all this stuff like this. None of us are scared. That's crazy. I don't know who is pushing it. I don't know who's pushing this stuff out there. Y'all letting the celebrities influence y'all, all because some black celebrity got on there and said, we can't even leave out our doors because you live in a gated community and you're going to be lynched because everybody wants your autograph. That's what it's. Come on, man. Not no normal people like me. If you're a celebrity, no, you can't leave your house or nothing like that because everybody going to want to rush you. And when I say lynch, I'm talking about lynching to get your autograph. They're going to be pulling at your clothes. Oh my God. That's why you can't leave your home. So don't give me that crap. That's why you live in a gated community. So you got to put in a password to get in where you live. Talking about some scared to walk out of your home. You don't get real. Have you heard about the justice for Breonna Taylor? Are you talking about that black girl that was shot? I read on that and it was a whole different story than what they told. I can tell you that. In the beginning, it was she was like a first responder. I don't know what she was, but then as stories and stuff came out, you kind of like, oh boy, wow. But no, you're right. I didn't hear about that. I mean, I didn't hear about nobody's trying to stand up for her. Again, the reason why I say this, Ginger JK23. The reason why I say that is this: the difference between everybody else's story. Like I said, Trayvon Martin, Michael Brown, Breonna Taylor. The difference is we got to see this from the beginning to the end. And now people, because you know what? You can speculate all you want with Michael Brown because nobody had it all on camera. You can speculate all you want to with Trayvon Martin because nobody had it on camera. You can't speculate this. You can people can make up all the excuses that they want to, saying this man was even if he did have a past, if the man had a past of being a drug dealer, a crackhead, whatever, and counterfeit money, whatever the case may be. But what the people saw was this man not a threat anymore. He was broken already. It's over. He's on the ground handcuffed, not fighting, not shaking, not moving. Even in the midst of him being choked, he still wasn't trying to shake her. He wasn't even fighting. That's what the world got to see. That's what makes this different. Boogaloo boy, you should both sides of the problem. Absolutely, Sweet Pepper. Appreciate that. I think knowing our history help us educated and prepared for what goes on today. Kudos to you for going back to Andrew Jackson. Absolutely. I have to. I told you I was not educated in public. They did not give us. I'm sorry. They did not give us this stuff in public school. I got world history when I got into college. He covered a lot of stuff for folks I didn't even know about, like Nat Turner. He covered things like that. But he told me to make sure you go out and do stuff to get your own. I might have to go to a library because I'm not even finding a lot of stuff on here. But I can tell you this. Me as Ty Smith on my channel, Y'all know when I go and find out the truth about something, even if people think that the truth is fake, when I find out the truth about something, it's right there in writing about how all this stuff started, what the Democratic was. I'm learning what they are and how they started off, what it was. I'm learning about how they drove Indians to Trail of Tears. Yeah, you see them. Look, whenever we would go from Illinois down to Tennessee, sometimes, or I forget where we go through, but anyway, we would see, even when I was going to Florida, we would see a sign that said Trail of Tears. And I always wondered, like, what was that? I know now, and that is absolutely disastrous. But anyway, I learned about how they was pressing the Indians and all that to the west, and I didn't even know Mexico was actually in the United States before they got pressed down south. I did not know that. And then once they started doing all the voting, how the Republicans was like, no, I mean, yeah, I'm learning some stuff. And it's very invigorating. Okay, McGill Cuddy said there were a lot of witnesses with Trayvon Martin. Yeah, but those, you see, that's the issue. Witnesses can be tortured in the mind too. Like, they may not have the right things all together. They may not be this and all that. But the point is, nobody got to see it. The camera is the witness. Multiple cameras are the witness in this case. MRM, how do we get from the driver's side passenger door to the ground on the other side? I thought they pulled. Did they pull him out of the driver's side or what? Well, the video, Matt Beckman, the video actually shows them. I think it showed them walk him around. But then they talk about there's a few minutes of the video that's not shown. So something weird happened. And they can't try to take that and say the part that wasn't shown was him actually resisting. No, because you got witnesses there too. Adam said, at Mr. Smith sent you a gift. I don't know what that means, Adam. You should always do your own research. If more people did, maybe the world would be a different place. Todd, I completely agree. I completely agree. It does not. Jamie Anderson said it does not matter if he had just escaped from prison. Just like I said, even if he was resisting, once he was on the ground begging for breath, place your knee on his back. Yeah, there's just no there's no justice. I don't care what they say. There is no justifying this man's death. There is no justifying. I don't care who you are. If this goes to court and they don't do anything about it, whatever like that, this will be for everybody to cry out and come against the system about that. They need to fire the judge, fire whoever, try to make it seem like these men are not guilty. There is no excuse, plain and simple. That was like what if that was a child? You know what I'm trying to say? What if it was a child? My point is, a child cannot get that man's knee off his neck or his back or his legs. A child couldn't, let alone a grown man too. So to me, it's the same. Said the gated community is just a prison for the rich. Yeah, he's telling the joke. Okay, I got you. I was in public school and I learned that history earlier. That really sucks. You haven't until now have that knowledge. Diana, yeah, when you go to certain big city public schools, you're not getting taught the right stuff. If they do, they're telling you a lie. Funny thing is, Giant Mess said, funny thing is, witnesses can see the same scene, but have a different take on it. Yeah, that's why it's awesome that there was a camera right here. I finished the movie the other day, MRM. Great film. Deadwood. You seen the Out of Shadows? Yeah, crazy, huh? And the Deadwood, what's crazy, what's really interesting about that is that how that Out of Shadows showed that this person that, you know what I'm talking about, Deadwood, that had all that money, was hiring those people to go in and start that stuff off. And now we can be able to see it before our eyes. It's crazy. Because you can't kind of be like, I don't know if that's really true about them hiring people to go there to actually start stuff, to start the people out there peacefully protesting. I don't think they hiring people to go in there and actually start fights and oh wow. Oh, now the people on doing live Facebook and people doing Instagram and all that, showing folks that there is some people out here. It's just, that's what I'm talking about, there. When you come to that conclusion, you can call me a conspiracy theorist all you want, folks can, Deadwood, and you know what I'm saying? They can call me a conspiracy theorist, but the camera don't lie. Matt Beckman said, I'd like to see those few seconds. Me too, Matt. MRM says, Hubert Bombay says, MRM, if it bleeds, it leads. Every media 101 class in our country teaches the stories need to be sensationalized. And that's what drives people today. Sensationalism is a huge thing today, man. Huge. Jackson betrayed the Native Americans. He sold their land, had them 100 slaves. Yeah, yep, Karen, I did all. I was on that last night. I know everything that Andrew Jackson did. I mean, it was amazing, even up to the point that Abraham Lincoln was like actually done with politics for a minute, and then something happened, and he got it was amazing. Actually, I was like, wow. Y'all do know the word pan. Y'all do know where it comes from. Like I used to teach this in Bible school, not Bible school, but like Bible studies. Pan is fear. Pan is a spirit of fear. So you talking about some pandemic. Why the word pan has to be in it? I know, well, pan is actually a derivative of, but look, pan means fear. That's why they say you have a panic attack. I see panic. I see suffix, no prefix suffixes pertaining to fear. You having a panic attack pertaining to fear. You having a pandemic. I see pertaining to pan, fear. I know they say pan means like around or it's fear. Paying attention in school might ameliorate the situation. Don't just blame the public schools. They go far above beyond. No, they don't. I don't care. Chemo Maki, not in no Chicago, not in like the inner city Chicago police, please. And Harlem, no way. I see. I've been around too many people that grew up like I did. You go to school, them teachers will not. I want y'all to read chapter 3 about the da and why the teachers sit back and go through their phone. No, I'm sorry, no. There's been kids that have recorded their teachers doing absolutely nothing. I went to the public school that I came up 5 generations. Well, let me I say 5 because I forget how long a generation is, but like 2 or 3 generations after me, same stuff, same thing, same learning ability. Come out dumb as a sack of rocks going into high school. So I'm not saying all. I said where I'm from, Chicago and Decatur, a lot of the public schools there, straight up, flat out, just like that. Do you think that this is the final racial hate crime by police? Will this be the end? Geoff Smith, I'm not saying it. No, I'm not calling it a racial hate crime because it's not. It's a death crime. It was murder that we saw on TV. So I don't want to throw racial in there. It's not racial at all. It's just wrong. It's police excessive force is what this is. It's nothing to do with no racial or hate crime and nothing like that. If it's a hate crime, it's a hate on human beings' lives. MRM feels like humanity isn't going to survive. At some, it's going to end, but I will have long since vanished when the time comes. I feel like the negative will outweigh the positive, in my opinion. Philip Herrera, no. See, that's what I'm saying. Evil is never going to prevail past the good. Not when when I say this, listen to what I'm saying. When evil, real evil shows its face, people, I'm not bragging on myself. I'm not saying nothing about myself. But real people of God that has God's light are going to surface, plain and simple. I'm not talking about no ministers that got an agenda. I'm not talking about a lot of y'all well-known ministers that's out there and all this. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about real people of light are going to surface. Real people of light are going to come forward and call this stuff out and confront this stuff. And the great thing about that is that light casted out darkness. So no, evil is never going to prevail. Not the God that I serve. Ain't no way. He's not surprised by this. But the thing is that to me, I'm saying this is like a wake-up call to those that call themselves ministers or anything like that that's supposed to be carrying on this gospel, this good news, this light. That's to me is a calling card saying we got to stand up and speak out against the evil. We got to be out there and doing something against evil. We got to actually get to the ones that might be carrying out the evil. People that have evil in their heart or in their mind need to be talked to by people who are greatly in tune with God, spiritually led, and have light that can help cast out the darkness that's within these people's hearts and within their minds. See, it's all about getting. That's why I say that's what I loved about Jesus. Jesus went to individuals. When Jesus really wanted to get to a person, it was a personal one-on-one thing. Okay. Even though he spoke to crowds, when he spoke to crowds, it was already people that were liking Jesus. They were already followers of him. They were already people that kind of knew who he was when he came on the scene. But when Jesus really did things that really influenced and changed a person's life, he was with them one-on-one. I'll give you an example. There was a woman that committed something like what these officers did. It wasn't death that she committed, but she committed something that was worthy of death in the Bible time. She was caught in adultery. They pulled her out and threw her right there in front of Jesus, getting ready to kill the woman. And the law said that she was supposed to die for what she did. That's what the law said. She committed a crime that was worthy of death. And she was right in front of the man that came there to save the whole world. Guess what he did? While everybody was sitting there bickering and yelling and all this stuff like that, he was drawn in the sand, drawn in the dirt. Then he looked at them and said, you that don't have any sin in your life, throw the first stone. Not one person threw a stone, right? Powerful, right? But that's not the key. The key was this. The very person that came here to save all humanity, he waited for everybody to leave. And it was just Jesus and that woman that was caught in adultery. He said, where are your accusers? She looked around. She said, I don't have none. He said, well, I don't accuse you either. Just go and don't do it again. You see what I'm saying? So my point is saying all that is there always going to be light there. But the question of that light is that as the light going to come forward, I'm not afraid to step forward and call evil what it is. That's why I'm saying it's not a racial thing. It's an evil thing. And when I see evil, I speak against evil. I come against evil with Christ on my side. And Christ is the one that can eradicate evil. So I have no fear. I don't fear evil. Evil has no dominion or anything over me. Evil doesn't run me. Evil is fear. Fear doesn't run me. Christ runs me. And I'm not scared of anything like that at all. That's why I was saying, got it. That's why I was saying, like, you know, I'm not scared to walk out of my house or anything like that. I don't. That's what I'm saying. Why would you say things like I shall fear no evil? But then we get fearful. Not me. Not me. Laura said it's not just the inner city schools that failed to teach. I went to schools in DC suburbs that didn't teach me the things I had to learn on my own in adulthood. Okay, there we go, Laura. And I know a lot of friends I went to school with this went to like Wambasi and Wampella and Naperville up there in Chicago. Their schools had a McDonald's in it. We were blown out of our minds. They had a McDonald's in their high school. And some of them came out just as dumb as we were with some things. Man, David, I see what you just read there, David. That's crazy. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Somebody said nice. Chemo Maki said nice story, not real, but nice. I don't know if you're talking to me or not, so I don't know. Let's see. The protesters are really young. Yeah. Some of them are really fake and not even from that. They had a video last night showing, I don't know if it was the mayor of Minneapolis, but whoever he was speaking out and said that all the arrests that were made, they were not even people from the state. That's crazy. Not a safe space said Denise D'Souza, Death of a Nation. Watch it. Death of a Nation. Okay. Bridget, you have a good night too, sis. We'll catch you next time. Karen said, thank you, Miriam. God is working through you. And that's because it definitely is not me. If it was me and my flesh, I would probably be out there doing some stuff I have no business doing. That's why I'm glad that he took care of me a long time ago before all this stuff can even get like this, preparing me just for things just like this. Jill Smith says, this tragedy will finally create change, finally awake people to police treatment and minorities and people in general? Jill, I think it will. I think this time it's a little different. Like I said, this is a little different. And like I said, I'll be able to go back on this video. Now, not to say that in the future that something else won't happen again, but I'm thinking that this is going to be going down at a more alarming rate now. I think what's going to end up happening is something. I pray it don't happen, but I'm thinking it's going to be somebody mad enough, and it's going to be some folks. And y'all remember that man in Dallas? He just went up on top of the building and started like airing out policemen and all that, and he was from the military. I hope nothing like that happens. I really don't, because you're going to be having a lot of innocent police officers losing their lives for a few that it had nothing to do with these other police officers. I heard in other cities people were throwing bricks at police cars and stuff there too, man. That's just crazy. Dylan Hurst said, I'll be honest, I subscribed to you before checking out who you were. I'm glad I did. Because it can be quite surprising if you didn't know. Eric J said Karate Kid, mosquito skills. Yeah. Yeah, I found out that cop did have on black gloves, so it looked like his hands were in his pockets, but it wasn't. But that still mean that more pressure was put on him because his hands was pushing down on his legs. Okay. The good cops are kneeling with protesters. Yeah, I seen pictures of that too. That is awesome. The bar, what you say, Deadwood Barr just stated it is a federal crime to cross state lines and riot. What's interesting too is, man, who was paying for them to get out of jail? All this stuff is going to come to light, man. That's the biggest thing, y'all. That's what I'm saying. When we are talking about this evil, imagine if we didn't have these phones and these cameras on these phones to show this stuff. We wouldn't be able to expose it. So I'm telling you, that's what I'm saying. That's why we have to look at it from a different light. There are people out there exposing the lies. When we didn't have these phones and these cameras to sit there and show those pallets of bricks out there and showing random white women writing Black Lives Matter and all this, and showing good cops out there marching with the people and good cops out there praying with the people, good cops out there hugging the people. If we didn't have that, that's what I'm saying. The light is being shown, but we're just not looking at the light because we're keeping our focus on the darkness. Look at what people actually are out there doing. Look out there and see what people actually are exposing. There are good people out there that God has his people everywhere exposing lies. But the thing is, if all you are focused on is the darkness, all you're going to be able to see is darkness. You need to turn your face towards the light. Exo Bob, again, I'm going to reiterate, Exo Bob, I wouldn't call this a racial thing. This is a people thing. This is a people thing. In all the other incidents, I have never seen so many white and black people together and different creeds doing this. And all the different instances I've seen, even I'm just being real with y'all. I don't know because I wasn't alive. Did they protest over in Tokyo, Japan, and in China and all that when Martin Luther King got killed? I don't know. I'm just asking y'all. I don't know. But I know from what my friends from China and from like Japan are sending me clips of them. They showing me clips of them out there in the streets, peacefully protesting, saying like, stop the police brutality and saying, stop killing people. Police, stop doing this. They're doing it over in those different countries. I'm just saying this is different. Maybe they did do it in China or in Japan, but I don't know. We wouldn't know because now nobody would be able to see it. But we seeing it. Somebody said research, y'all. It's out there. That's right. Newsmaker TV said, glad to see you doing this tonight. I support the protest, but not the riots. I enjoy your videos. I appreciate that, Newsmaker. Okay, let me see what y'all saying here. Todd Brewer said, if we aren't supposed to blame an entire race for the bad actions of a few, why is it okay to blame all cops for the bad actions of a few? You're absolutely right. And it's not right, period. Another reaction channel went out and made a video at a mall and got themselves arrested for acting a fool. Wow, really? He did, like he or she went out there and did something acting crazy and that's crazy. That's why it's very imperative that a lot of people who have not reaction channel, anybody that has a social media or anything like that, you got a lot. I don't care, man. If you got 1,000 subscribers or whatever like that, show videos of the positivity and the good things that people are doing in these protests and in these riots. Show that good stuff, man. Because trust me, if they keep on, you gotta go against if the mainstream media wants to show us evil It's up to us to keep on showing people, no, this is what's going on that's good. This is what's going on that's good. This is what's going on that's good. And even then, man, come on, there has to be some celebrities out there that see this whole thing for what it is and see that it's not no racial thing they're going to speak out against, but you don't know what they're scared of. I'm not scared. I don't care. Some of the people that I love as celebrities, they can have a difference of opinion on this. I'm not scared to say nothing against them. I'm not scared to tell them that I think you're wrong about it. I don't care who it is. The autopsy says the knee on the neck didn't cause his death. It was likely from the other two cops on his back. James Burlow, I said that. I told her. That's why I just got to tell everybody else. I said the knee may have been the thing that stopped it after circulation. I said, but the pressure on his back and all that kept his lungs from expanding, kept his diaphragm from expanding, may have been the thing that done it too. Okay, James O'Neill said people are protesting in London. Yeah, see? It's a people thing, except the media instigates. Yep, you're absolutely right about that. Kilroy girl, I hear what you're saying. I think that's who Trump called out and said they're going to be labeled as terrorists or something like that. I haven't got the full story on it, so I'm not going to really expound on it. I don't really start talking about a whole lot of stuff I ain't got the full story on, so I don't do that too much. Thanks to the mods, you have a big job on these streams. Yeah, they do. Yes, my moderators do a good job. Diana said, thank you, lethal and non-lethal. Heather, child of God, said, I pray for the salvation of this nation. We need to stand up in the gap and pray for truth will be revealed to all of us. We're being played like puppets because they use our emotions to their own agendas. Heather, that's why it's so good to check them whenever it happens. It's so good to check your emotions and all that when that type of stuff like that happens, so you won't be pulled into it. Like I said, it didn't. This stuff happened. It didn't surprise God. Jamie Anderson said, I commend all of those YouTubers who have been filming cops who abuse this power and show just how clueless some of the cops are to actual law. Ronald said, wife asked me to load a shotgun tonight. I told her I'm not fearing this. Calls for shooting tonight miles away from me. Yeah, people in Chicago probably like, we hear shooting all the time. No, I'm just kidding. I get what you're saying, though. Antifa has been declared a terrorist organization. Bill Barr has called for the arrest of Antifa leaders, says Lawrence Stoner. I hear you. I hear you. I would just have to look that up myself afterwards. The Deadwood said, I was at the Patriot Prayer March in Portland last year. The media reported the opposite of what was, labeled the Patriots as violent Antifa. That's crazy. As peaceful, and even pointed a camera at the opposite and restated the wrong. One side said a prayer and thanked the cops. The other attacked. That's crazy. Exo Bob says, I grew up in Miami where we had 4 riots over police brutality in the 80s. It was local. This really has a different feel. People are outraged by police brutality everywhere. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just, to me, this is just calling all this stuff forth. That's what I'm saying. It's calling all of it. This is calling all of it forth. That's what it's doing. All police officers is going to kind of be on eggshells a little bit. They're going to be on eggshells a little bit. Not a little bit. I think a whole lot, because now you see the people are burning down police stations. Folks ain't caring about it now. So Bobby Valade said, I have a video of police killing a white man by holding him too. Sure, it was white cops, but do you really think it would be different and people would have noticed and protested for him? I doubt it. Bobby, I got to be real with you. If they showed it from the beginning to the end of how that man died, I think it would have got the same response, but we would never know because they don't show it. You see what I'm saying? What you just said right there at the end, I'm not like downing your thought on this at all. But what I'm getting at is this: at the end, you said, I doubt it. And the reason why I understand why you would doubt it is because we haven't seen it. You know what I mean? If they would have showed that white man getting beat or whatever you said, and to death or whatever like that, I promise you it would have been the same outrage because, like I said, be it black, white, Hispanic, whatever, no human being would be able to sit there and watch another human being dying and not feel not getting emotionally triggered from seeing that, no matter what. God bless you and your family, MRM. Love your channel, says Lebo R. Appreciate that, Lebo. James Burlow says, you're exactly right. They said positional asphyxiation, your own weight, unsupported, with someone's weight on you. Every time you exhale, it gets harder and harder to inhale. Then you die. It's the way snakes kill you. Yeah, and also I think it's that's almost, well, no, asthma is a little different. Asthma, you can get it in, but it's just hard to get it out. So every time the man was breathing out, his lungs weren't able to expand to bring in any more air. How long before these rioters think the anarchy is strong enough to start grouping up and breaking into houses? They already was doing it, Avery. That's what I'm saying. Even the ones that were out peacefully protesting and the ones that was out rioting, their stuff was being broken into. One dude got it on his live Facebook. He came in, like, yeah, I just got this 65-inch. Yeah, boy, we about to. And then that's, he looking in this house like, man, they done broke into here and stole my. Yeah. Yeah. You sitting up there telling everybody, yeah, man, I'm about to go down there. Hey, I'm about to go to Target, G. I'm about to straight go down there to Target, man. I'm about to go there. Yeah, you going down there to Target, bro. Yeah, I got you. I'm with you, man. Yeah, let's go down there. As soon as y'all go down, your friend turn around and go right back to your house and steal your stuff. Stupid. Hey, bro, be strong. Sent you something that may help. It's my oldest book. Adam, I don't know what you sent it to. You sent it to my email? Douglas says, 2 Chronicles 7-14. Look the verse up, please. I probably already know what it says by heart. Second Chronicles 7:14. Says 7:14. Okay, let me see. My address is smith1264 at yahoo.com. Douglas, okay, I read yours though. He said, Douglas, look up the verse. If I'm not mistaken, that's Douglas. That's the one that said, "If my people who are called by my name," I think that's what that is. Like, you can take me way back to teenage Bible study days when we had to remember those verses. But Chronicles 7, I think that's, "If my people who are called by my name shall humble themselves and pray, yeah, I will heal the land." Yeah, that was back. Hey, I'm just telling you, in the time that we in right now, God put His Holy Spirit in a lot of people. And that's why He said, you are the light of the world. He said, you are the salt of the earth. You notice what it is? See, when you think about salt changes things. Things can be in their own little thing, whatever it can be. But when you add salt to it, salt changes it. It changes the flavor. It changes it. So if He's saying you are the salt of the earth, we're supposed to be the change. If you are the light of the earth, if you are the light of the world, then what light are people looking to? But I get what you're saying, though. Okay, where did my other? Okay, I'm missing my other super chat here. Okay. James Burlow, there is a video. His name was Tony Tempa. He needed his medicine and called emergency, and the cops got there first. Did something happen to him? Sweet Pepper said a fuse is only so long. Once it gets so far, it blows up. This fuse has been burning for decade after decade. Now we have to change our ways and clean up the damages. Yeah, the issue is, Sweet Pepper, is that the fuse has been placed there by somebody that knew that it was going to blow up. Maxim says he says the media does not cover killing of a white man. That is how you know they are pushing. They know the sensitivities of reaction and reviewing when otherwise. Sounds crap to say, but it does. No, you're right. Did you see the video of a cop putting his knee on the neck of a protester that was being arrested? Then the other cop that was with him forcibly moved his knee off his neck. No, I haven't seen that yet. I wouldn't even like to see it either. That's crazy. It's almost like somebody trying to rub it in. Because my thing is this: if you're gonna if a lot of people are mad and want to blame things on cops, somehow cops are always killing black people, and if you live in a certain neighborhood and you tired of cops harassing black people in your neighborhood, how come you're not encouraging your kids, or how come you yourself are not enrolling in the police academy so you can protect your own neighborhoods? Because you know what's going to happen. If you are a black person, black man, black woman, you are that, and you decide to go to the police academy to want to come back and make a difference to your hood, to your neighborhood where you come from, then guess what? They're gonna start calling you Uncle Toms and Coon and all that. It's like it's no winning. It's crazy. But you gotta have the attitude that you don't care. Long as you know what you in it for, who cares what everybody else thinks? Long as you know that in your heart you there to help your people. I'm not just talking about black. I'm talking about human beings. Period. If you know that you are there to do that, then what everybody else say about you is not gonna matter. I can care less. Bernard said, "Thanks for spitting facts, not fear." Absolutely, Bernard. That's not, as Christian folks, as ministers of God, that's not what we're supposed to be pushing anyway. It's supposed to be about hope and love and a better way. Emoran, my sister is not far from where it has been happening in Minneapolis. No one in the stream should be concerned. I don't know what you mean, Diana. I'm lost on it a little bit. This is a lot deeper than people think. More people involved, many more. Kathy, what it is, I'm telling y'all, and I cannot stress this. Bernard H., I thank you for the $20. What I cannot stress more and more and more and more and more is this. Even though there is a lot of people involved, it's still going to come down to the evil one behind it all. Y'all, even though y'all seeing this stuff manifest in the flesh, this is still a spiritual battle. Spiritual entities. I'm being real with y'all. I'm probably about to get my channel shut down. Not my channel. I'm sorry. They probably about to have my video go crazy, bananas, wacko, or shut down my live stream. Listen to me when I tell you all this. And you can believe me or you don't have to. You can say it's a bunch of bull. I don't care. The biggest trick they say the devil ever pulled is to get you to believe that he doesn't exist. This is evil, flat out. The ones that are doing what they're doing, I don't care. Y'all can call them the Illuminati. Y'all can call them the elitists. You can call them the Masonics. You can call them the Zionists. You can call them whatever you want to call them. I don't care who these people are, but I do know what works behind these people and who they are influenced by. Just like y'all know who works behind me and who I am influenced by. Plain and simple. So no matter how many people are involved in this, they're still working for the same spiritual entities that they are allowing to influence them to do what they do. Just like me and many of my other brothers and sisters in the ministry are allowing his Holy Spirit to lead and guide us and influence us. But the whole purpose of me saying all this is you can have a better way, a better life of thinking, but it's up to you whether you want that or not. Do you want to get fed negativity all the time? Do you want to get fed bad things all the time? All of a sudden, this stuff weighing you down, it becomes a part of you. You become depressed. Don't even know why you got mental issues. You don't even know why or how you got depressed. Not even knowing that a year ago, you got yourself stuck into a bunch of negativity stuff, watching all the time. It got into your subconscious, became part of your behavior, and you can't figure out why the heck you are depressed. Versus somebody always talking life, always talking positivity, always being around positive people, always been around encouraging people, always been around something that is building you up, always been around somebody that's coaching you through these situations that you're going through. And then at the end, you are a better person. You are more full. Your mind is clear. Why wouldn't you want to be around those type of people? Oh, well, because I'm it's letting me know who you are more influenced by. And some of y'all might try to come to me and say it's not that easy. See, look, you already in denial already. It is that easy. He said, my yoke is easy and my burden is light. Then he also said, cast all your cares upon me, for I care for you. But most people trying to take care of themselves. You want to put the cares on your past, or you want to put the cares on your friends, the cares on your family, when they can only try to help you a little bit, but they can't really get it off of you. He told us to cast all of our, not some. He said all. So that's why I said I disagree with the brother earlier when he said, no matter what you say, it's still going to affect us. Well, it all depends on who you casting your cares on. Because if you keeping them in with you, it's going to kill you. Yes, you're going to have a heart attack. Your hypertension is going to go up. Y'all, there is true things showing that if you are, things stimulate you and it has a physical effect on you. Oh, you don't believe me? Right now, what we just seen unfold on TV, did that physically happen to you? But why are we feeling it? Why are you getting angry? Why are you getting so ticked off? Why are some of us getting enraged off of something that didn't even physically touch us? So if something that didn't even physically touch us can have us have a physical response to it, that's powerful. Something that didn't even physically happen to you caused you to go out there and tear up stores and buildings and raid and looting, and something physical didn't even happen to you. You seen something that triggered something in your nervous system, and all of a sudden it caused you to have a response to it. So don't tell me that things that are invisible don't do nothing to you physically, because it does. I don't care who's denying it, it does. I am white, says Newsmaker. I'm white. I'm sorry that there was slavery in the land. You don't have to be sorry. That had nothing to do with you. I would love to change the rift between races. God is only concerned with the color of a man's heart, not his skin. Yep. I'm not religious, and all I wanted for everybody to be okay and happy. No, I'm not religious either. I just have relationship. Chemo Maki, see this is what I'm saying. Let me tell you something. Chemo Maki, you're just throwing statements out there with no sustenance behind it. I can get up there and say, fight the power. What the heck does that mean? So when you just said, so believe lies because they make you feel better, I have no idea what you're talking about. You see what I'm saying? You just can't. That's what people see. That's what I'm saying. I'm so used to this. I played this game before where people throw scriptures out. What you just did right there is like when somebody say the Bible says don't judge, but no, keep on going on. The Bible says do not judge lest ye be judged. For whatever judgment you judge with, that same judgment you're going to be judged with. So it didn't say don't judge. It's just saying like don't be too quick to judge, because whatever judgment you use to judge somebody with, that same judgment is going to be used against you. So if I use a righteous judgment, if I do something, I expect a righteous judgment. But nobody tells you that, do they? They just throw that little one scripture out there and then that's it. Well, the Bible says you can't judge, so don't say nothing. Come on now. So what I'm saying, you just said, so believe lies because they make you feel better. I don't know who told you that, or okay, you said you advocate for unproven nonsense like supernatural things. I just gave you a clear example. Are your emotions? Are you okay? Okay. You said you advocate for unproven nonsense like supernatural things. So you're saying, okay, so you having your emotions. Can you see those emotions? Can you Kamo Maki, can you see your emotions? Can you see your emotions? Can you see your anger? I'm talking about when you feel it in here. Can you see that anger? Can you see that happiness? Can you see that joy? Can you see that excitement? No, but it does come out and manifest itself physically, though, don't it? But you can't see it. You can't put joy and excitement and anger and hatred and jealousy. You can't put that under a microscope and see it, but you darn sure can feel it. And what it is that you're feeling, it comes out and manifests itself. So if that's the case, emotions are nonsense and non-existent. It's just an excuse to do what you want to do. Absolutely not. But it's okay though. Like I said, Kami, I'm not gonna argue God and anything like that to you. There's no reason to doing it. If you don't believe, hey, perfectly fine. I don't expect you to. Why would you? You never had an experience with God. It's that simple. It's just like some family members and people that I know and different folks on different spectrums that's from Jamaica. You can go home, you can go and tell Jamaicans, man, it's racist over in America. Some of them like, man, what you talking about, child? It doesn't exist. All men love each other. Yeah. Until a Jamaican goes over into America or other place and experience racism, they'll sit you and tell you all day long racism don't exist. Oh no, man, nobody's ever no, man, no. But just because you never experienced it does not mean that it does not exist. And that's what I tell people from different countries like that never experienced racism. Just because they haven't experienced it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Oh, come on, everybody knows. No, they don't. Okay, Robert Vincent said, I have noticed when anger gets to a certain point, all rational thought goes away. People will look at problems from the most extreme points of view. They are unable to recognize anyone else's points. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh my, okay. Chemo Maki said, emotions are responses to chemical reactions in my brain. Totally natural, nothing supernatural. So you telling me right now, you're not even you then. You're just some piece of flesh walking around. You don't have your own thoughts. You don't have your own way of doing anything. You're just pretty much controlled by the chemicals in your brain. I hope to God you don't believe that. Yeah, those chemical. Okay, we talking about synapses. I know what you're talking about. You talking about somebody that's a science major. You talking about things like the synapse, like the neurons, how neuron fires and all that. How it actually has sodium calcium channels that open up, allow stimulus to go through the dendrites and axons and all that, and it opens up those little chemical fields, little synapse clefts and all that. You telling me that's all you're driven by? If that's what you believe, I'm sorry. The ability for you to learn. Do you know that every time you learn something, new neurons and all that stuff like that is formed? So what you're telling me is that your emotions is nothing more than chemicals. Come on now, no way. He said the buffering is happening. Everybody else, I'm sorry. If Kima Maki, if you think that everybody is just driven by chemicals or anything like that, I'm sorry. He said totally natural, nothing supernatural. So you telling me a thought, like I said, what you talk about, the chemicals, like those chemicals you talk about, we can see all that under a microscope. Matter of fact, not only can we see it, we can produce it and give you a shot of it. That's why people can get addicted to medications and all that stuff like that. That's why when people, okay, Chemo Maki, tell me this. Why is it that if you have depression, they give you medication that can increase your suicide rate? Because it messes with the chemicals in your brain, right? How are we able to actually create the very chemicals to give you a shot of it or give you to swallow a pill that can cause your body to release dopamine or serotonin or oxytocin to give you the feeling of feeling well? And if those things, in fact, really do work like they say they work, shouldn't you only have to take it one time? So in other words, if you believe that, that is a lie from the enemy making you think that you have no control over your own actions. Then right now, Kami Maki, them police officers should not be in trouble then, right? Because it's the chemicals in their brain that told them to keep crushing that man's neck, right? Right? Is that what you're saying? Because whatever chemical was in that police officers, those 3 police officers, whatever chemicals was in their brain was telling them to keep crushing that man's neck, keep crushing that man's back. We shouldn't blame them for that. They had some chemical imbalances going on. That had nothing to do with them choosing to do that. The chemicals in their brain was just off that day. Come on now. You dealing with somebody that's well seasoned in this nonsense. That doesn't work. Come on now. Okay, we know now. You see, you still didn't Kami Maki. Yeah, I'll be done with that. It's okay. Like I said, you never had an experience or anything like that, so why would you believe? But like I said, if you ran by chemicals, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that right now those chemicals are telling you that's matter of fact, Kami Maki, Kamo Maki, we don't need to talk no more, okay? Because that's not you. That's the That's your sodium potassium channels are a little messed up in your mind right now, so they cause you to say those things. But that's not you actually making the decision to say those things to me. That's actually just those chemicals in your brain and all that that's kind of screwed up and telling you to say what you're saying. But it's not you though. I'm sorry. Okay, Jimmy said, I can count the number of times I was told to believe nothing you hear about half of what you see. People want to cherry pick no matter what the situation is. I agree. No, Letha, you should see when I do this in front of people. This is me. You want to see if you want to hear me preach. This is nothing. So are you guys sure they have brains, not usable brains? Oh boy. Okay. Okay, let's see. The idea of intelligent beings is vast curiosity and mystery. I believe in evolution doesn't take away the wonder about elements, intelligence, sediment being created. Let's see. Okay, MRM, you're right. Let's see. Left my butt off. Who laughing? I don't know who y'all talking to where. The main problem, says Anthony, is the generation of most youngsters has fallen away from God. You must be born again and trust Jesus alone. Or at the same time, Anthony's all about what they're being shown too, man. What they're being shown. I think I may have missed. Did I miss the super chat? If I missed the super chat? No, I got Robert in there. I'm sorry. I think I did. Yeah, we got you, Robert. Bob said, I love chemicals, but I usually don't crush black people's throats. Oh my God. Dude, you crazy. Non-lethal. Some people would like to know about your ministry channel. Yes, my channel is called MRM Ministry. And let me see. I'm still laughing at Bob. Oh boy. Anyway, let me the ministry channel, I'll give you the link to it. Give me a second. Where is it at? Okay. Okie dokie. Okay, I'm here. Let me get the link for the ones who's asking about it. All right, folks. Letha, you already beat me to it? Dang. There's the link right there. Robert said, MRM, I have heard people say the devil made me do it. No, he didn't. You chose to do it. If you have Christ, the devil can't make you do anything. Robert, yeah, I agree with you too. And then the thing is, even if you don't have Christ, the devil still can't make you do it. He can influence you to do it. It's just like God. The devil will pretty much imitate everything God does. He imitates everything God does. God gives you free will. He gives you free will. God wants to have an influence on your life. The devil wants to have an influence in your life. It all comes down to who you choose to roll with. And sometimes you can just be neutral and just do things on your own. You're not a bad person at all. Like a lot of people think that Christians are only good people. No, there are good people that's out there in the world that are not Christian at all. But it's just that when you choose to serve the Lord or whatever like that, and he calls you into ministry, hey, look, when I got called into it, I said yes. I was not taught by anybody. I was not taught by no school or theology and got none of that behind my name, but neither was anybody else in the Bible. So no, that stuff doesn't mean you having your theology degree, even if you can claim you're a Bible scholar, that means absolutely nothing to me. You can be a Bible scholar and not be called of God. You can be a political scholar and not do anything in politics. So McGillicuddy, yes, I am picking songs at the bingo ball. I did a lot of them earlier this month. Thank you. Do you live stream your preachings? Ronald Foos, my preachings is just like what I just got done doing a few minutes ago. L. Arthur said the National Guard is 5 miles from Los Angeles as I speak. How can the median not affect a major city knowing we become militarized zone? That's gonna be something. Hey, look, it's not the middle. Like when people want to blame, you want to blame. I ain't saying that you're doing it. If the media wants to blame Trump or anything like that, if people want to say here comes martial law, look, what else were they supposed to do? They have to protect people. Okay, let's see. It's called free will. Choose this day whom you will serve. Yeah, that's right. Chemo Maki says, still here. I bear no malice, and I hope none is born towards me. Chemo, absolutely not. Everybody that's on this channel, Chemo, you're not the first one to do this, so don't worry about that. Don't worry about that at all. No, ain't no ill will towards you or anything like that. So that's not what we about in this channel. And no matter what, when you still want to give your input on whatever goes on here, everybody's going to respect you the whole nine, so don't even worry about that. A funny happened in Chicago. A protester stole a policeman's horse and rode away. Oh my God, are you serious? Get out of here. They stole a horse? Jeez. The horse gonna come back with the horse. The horse gonna come back with platinum and diamonds in his mouth. He gonna have some. He gonna have on some stilts. I mean, he gonna have some 20s on his hooves. I mean, he gonna have gold horseshoes on. His tail gonna be whipped out, pimped out. Oh boy. Anyway, y'all, I just hit the 2-hour mark, folks, and I think this is a good place to be ending that on a good note. Some of y'all saying y'all are buffering, whatever like that. Some of y'all are not, but that's stealing the horse is crazy. I'm sorry, I ain't trying to laugh at it, but that is crazy. Oh my God, that's crazy, man. Woo, y'all, boy. I'm getting ready to get out of here, boy. I'm getting ready to get out of here. I know. I'm sorry. I'm at the 2-hour mark right now, and got to go take care of some other stuff. And then I got to get ready to get my list together for the songs I'm going to be doing tomorrow. I got, dude, I'm still tripping off that horse. Anyway, I'm trying to get off of it. I got some songs and stuff I got to get put down to have everybody have it in there, and I'm getting ready to get off of here. To 142 of you that are in here right now that sat through, I appreciate all of it. Kimi Maki, whatever, Chemo Maki, appreciate the conversation from everybody else, the questions, the differences of opinions, all that good stuff. I appreciate all that in there. Again, I'm getting ready to leave out of here. No, don't apologize. Don't apologize, Chemo Maki. It happens. No, don't worry about that. No, we hope to see you in here again. Hope to see you in here again. But everybody else, also 137 of you guys in here, I appreciate if y'all give it a thumbs up so the video can be circulated. It was being circulated quite well the other night, and I really appreciate you guys doing that. It got like over 5,000 views or something like that. So thank you guys for pushing it out, and then it lets me know that a lot of you guys were sharing the video as well. I really do appreciate that. And with that being said, I'm getting ready to check out. Y'all know what I say at the end. I hope and pray that every last one of you guys is listening to me right now. I hope and pray that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing. And most of all, I hope and pray every last one of you guys are in great, great health. God bless you all through Jesus. Monsi Anya, Amir Betaya, Mir Betaya Sikeyamo.